Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you today. I'm representing Platforma, which is the pan-European coalition of towns and regions and the national, EU, and global associations, all active in development cooperation. And we will talk together about local and regional governments' international action and the EU context. We aim at boosting local and regional governments' contribution to EU development cooperation policies and international frameworks. We are a hub of expertise on local and regional governments' international action and supported by the European Commission. Our vision: we believe in a world where no one and no place is left behind, where citizens have ownership, confidence, and trust in the policies implemented in their municipalities and regions all over the world. We have three missions. The first one is to shape EU development policy and international agendas. Together with our partners, we defend the role of municipalities and regions in EU development policies. For us, this means that local and regional governments in partner countries must be supported and considered as partners by the EU. The specific role of national associations of local and regional governments in this policy dialogue must be recognized. And decentralized cooperation, EU or triangular, is a key element for ensuring innovative and sustainable territorial development. The second mission that we have is to raise awareness. We promote international cooperation between cities and regions across the world, and we boost the capacity building with our peers. We have a pan-European campaign once a year in November, the two last week of November, on the European Days of Local Solidarities, where we promote and we support municipalities in talking with their citizens about the international cooperation they have developed. Thirdly, we are providing a forum for collective intelligence. We facilitate knowledge exchange, peer learning, and experimentation of innovative approaches related to cooperation between towns and regions and their associations, supporting and guiding our partners to help them realize their SDG ambitions by connecting them with peers across the world, informing and helping them better connect with the national governments and the EU is for us fundamental. We can take the example of the German Association of Municipalities and Regions, which was the first to present the German SDG portal, which was even recognized at UN level to measure the progress at local level on the SDGs. And I'm delighted to see that through networks such as Platforma, AICRE was now able to learn from its peer and replicate the initiative in Italy. I believe that this new cooperation between national associations from Italy and Germany managed to upscale the original initiative. On top of responding to national needs, it now also enhances Italy's decentralized and international cooperation, notably with the Kingdom of Morocco, for instance. And I heard that Nepal is also interested in joining. That is amazing. How do we work at Platforma? We have 5 clusters gathering all our members, practitioners, and elected representatives around 5 topics. So sustainable development goals and decentralized cooperation, awareness raising on international cooperation action, Eastern neighborhood, Southern neighborhood, and the role of national associations. What do we do? What kind of project or what kind of output do we have? We have policy analysis of the EU development policies. We develop some position papers. We do some advocacy work toward the EU institutions, and in particular, the European Commission, the Council representing the member states, and as well as the European Parliament, of course. We also do some dialogues, workshops, webinars, and peer learning exchanges. We are currently developing a training module on SDGs and decentralized cooperation with the support of global associations of local and regional governments, so UCLG, as you know well. We also do some publications, studies, monitoring of trends and reporting, and we reward excellence. So this year was the year of the Platforma Awards, the second edition, where municipalities from the province of Barcelona and from the Safi Marrakesh region in Morocco won the prize, the first prize on citizens' participation and development cooperation. So boosting our development cooperation initiatives by municipalities and regions is really our main goal. And this pan-European campaign that we are also supporting, the European Days of Local Solidarity, are part of this visibility action that we are leading on development cooperation at local level. So throughout the world, municipalities and regions share a desire to learn and to exchange. And at Platforma, we transform that desire into a cooperative global force for sustainable development. Coming back to decentralized development cooperation, we believe that it plays an important role in global development efforts. This reinforces the capacities of local and regional governments to deliver local public services and address, within the scope of their competencies, diverse global challenges, such as climate change, migration and hosting of refugees, local economic development, urban growth and sustainable urban transport, among many others. Today, decentralized cooperation is facing a changing global development context and a changing policy context. There is a clear policy shift towards increased development effectiveness, demand for collaborative and mutually beneficial partnerships, for place-based policies, for multi-level governance, for effective decentralization and improved local participative governance, but also a need to address global development challenges while leaving no one behind with the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. At EU level, the context is also evolving, where local and regional governments and their association are much more recognized as partners. It has started in 2015, where Platforma and other associations signed a framework partnership agreement with the European Commission to reach some common objective with partner countries. Now, in terms of legislation and programs for the next 7 years, the European Commission has proposed a new way to integrate local and regional governments. It's in its EU development policies, and it will be much more geographized, as they say. So it means in bilateral discussion with partner countries, local and regional governments will be consulted and involved in this framework. Fostering the localization of the sustainable development goals and achieving the 2030 Agenda is, of course, at the heart of Platforma activities. It is our common responsibility to move towards more sustainable socioeconomic and environmental models, together through partnerships across the world. And this is why EU institutions must continue to actively support local and regional governments' international actions. Since the launch of the 2030 Agenda in 2015, we have been amazed by how local and regional governments and their associations are continuously innovating, co-creating and surprising us with amazing experiences that can and are being replicated across Europe and the globe. While some roadblocks continue to persist in the localization process of the SDGs, these challenges can find solution when shared with partners and peers across the world, we believe. And the COVID-19 pandemic and the surge of acts of solidarity and increased exchanges of practices and knowledge between municipalities across borders has proven this point now more than ever. If you're looking for more great examples of how local and regional governments are working and are promoting their international action. Stay tuned to the European Days of Local Solidarity, and we are now in the coming days and weeks, we will have a publication on good practices related to awareness raising and development cooperation. Platforma, with its partners and the Council of European Municipalities and Regions, which is a lead partners, also recently conducted a study on the 2030 agenda through the eyes of local and regional governments, national associations. Over 34 national associations from over 28 countries in and out of the EU were surveyed on their experiences of working with the SDGs at local level. Case studies, challenges, and opportunities were identified, and this helped us to create a set of recommendations that I think can summarize pretty well what you are hearing now in the Venice City Solution. Firstly, we have seen local and regional governments are paving the way forward toward SDG implementation. They deserved increased support and acknowledgement from national governments and the EU to continue their work on this and promote learning between peers at EU and international level. The political dialogue between the three EU institutions, which are now taking place since months and will take place in the coming weeks again, will probably seal the future of decentralized cooperation for the EU development policy. Platforma and the Committee of the Regions sent a joint letter to remind the importance of maintaining the existence of a dedicated budget line in the instrument. This will ensure the possibility to access funding for local and regional governments and their international partnerships. Secondly, second recommendation, in this sense also, we need to further promote multi-level and multi-stakeholder partnerships as a prerequisite for the implementation of the SDGs. We can't do it alone at any level. Today is a great example of what we can achieve when we work hand in hand together with multiple players and alliances. Third recommendation, it is important for me to underline the leading role that national associations play in this process, notably in connecting local and regional governments with all the different actors that were key to help bring the projects we heard today to life. Their role should also be better utilized and recognized. Fourthly, next, subnational governments need to be kept informed on opportunities and included in the reporting on SDGs in particular. Also collecting transparent and open data to monitor local progress. And the AICRE SDG portal will be key in this direction. Of course, for this all to be able to take place, national governments and international institutions and EU institutions need to allocate funds and increase support dedicated to the localization of the SDGs. With these multi-stakeholder events that you are experiencing today, it's truly great to see that the partnership angle of the 2030 agenda is really coming to life from the bottom up. Thanks to the SDGs, decentralized cooperation is growing in a new and exciting way, creating new synergies between peers on common needs and issues in areas we would not have thought of before, like data, for instance. So once again, a warm congratulations to AICRE and all partners involved for the inspiring Venice solutions. You can, of course, continue to count on the support of Platforma in the future. Thank you very much to all of you.